Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in today's video, we're going to be checking out the iPhone 14 Pro. So this device did get released today. I went ahead and picked mine up at the Apple Store, and I have already opened this phone up and I've set it up and everything. And the main reason for that was because I was having some eSIM issues, and so I wanted to get all that handled at the Apple Store. And as you know, we don't have a SIM card slot this year with the iPhone, so it's kind of annoying in some ways, but I guess people are going to get used to it as we really can't do anything about it. So let's go ahead and talk about this phone real quick. So the price, let's just get that out of the way. This year it's the same prices as last year except for one model, and that's mainly because we got a Plus model for the 14 and we don't have the Mini anymore. But again, all the other devices that are the same, the 14 Pro, the 14 Pro Max, and the 14, they're all the same prices as last year's 13 versions. So the 14 Pro does start at $999 and it does go up as you increase the storage. In front of me today, I do have the 128 gig one. I did actually think I ordered the 256, but I guess I accidentally ordered the 128. It was pretty late at night when I was ordering this, so I got confused. I forgot to order in the morning, so I was just trying to get it out of the way. But again, without further ado, let's just go ahead and open this up. So the box is different this year. The Pro models, we don't get the black box, the black outlines. We get a white box, and then we also get the image of the iPhone 14 Pro in front of us. And again, this year we do have the inclusion of the dynamic island. On the back, just plain old Apple boxes, nothing else there. The side, it says iPhone, and it is in the deep purple color. So I do have the deep purple, and then I believe there's this midnight black. I did actually see that at the Apple Store, and I kind of did want to pick it up, but again, this is the new color, so I went with this one. So let's just go ahead and open this up, and voila, here is the iPhone 14 Pro in deep purple, which looks really nice. So even when I first opened it up at the Apple Store, it was super beautiful. Inside, again, we don't really get anything, just a USB-C to Lightning. We are still using Lightning with iPhones. It's kind of a bummer that we didn't get USB-C, but I feel like they're just trying to move on to wireless instead of moving to USB-C. We do get a little booklet in here with an Apple sticker and no SIM ejection tool. So I guess they just found another way to reduce something from the boxes by removing the SIM card slot. Alright, so let's just go ahead and put this all back together and check out the phone. So here is our iPhone 14 Pro. So again, this is in deep purple. We do get 4 colors, but the new additions are going to be the deep purple and the midnight black, which is basically like space gray from last year, but it is a lot darker and it definitely looks a lot better. The sides are a lot darker, so I really did like it, but again, I did go for the deep purple. So let's go ahead and pull this off. Boom, here is our 14 Pro. I'm not sure if you can see it, but the dynamic island is not actually all connected. It's actually just pixels that are turned off where the two pieces meet. So it's actually 2 parts. I'm not sure if you can see it. When I do shine the light on it, I can actually see it with my own eyes. There's a camera here and the sensors and another camera right there. But again, I'm not sure if you can see that. But they just turn off the pixels, so it looks like one equal little, I don't know what to really call it. It's like this pill-shaped area where they have all their sensors and cameras. So design, very similar to last year. 13 Pro basically looks the same. There's no difference except for the camera being a tad bit larger than last year, because we are getting some new sensors with the main camera. Especially we're getting a 48 megapixel sensor, which is really nice. You are going to be able to capture a lot more details, and again, the 48 megapixels, unless you're shooting in the Pro mode, you don't really use those 48. You use them, but it is been down to 12 megapixels, so you do still get more detailed shots, which is really nice. And we do get some more modes, which we will be checking out once I turn the power on. The side, we do get our power button. It is moved down a little, and then we have our 5G antenna band right there. And then on the bottom, our lightning port plus speakers. And on the side, we get our volume rocker and our mute switch, but no SIM card slot. So personally, if you guys want my thoughts on the eSIM, I'm not really sure about it. Me being somebody that switches between phones a lot, it's kind of going to be an issue, because before I would just take my SIM card out of one and put it into the other, and that's it. But now I'm going to have to contact the carrier each time. And even when setting this device up at the Apple Store, I did run into some issues where it just wouldn't connect for the first 3 tries, and then I finally got it to work. But now that we're done with all that, eSIM does work pretty well. However, again, for somebody like me, it's not really the best, but for any other user, any normal user that just uses one phone and stays on one phone for a while, this is going to be super easy and you're not going to have any issues, as you don't really need to change your SIM cards out of different devices all the time. So let's go ahead and power this baby on. And again, as I said, I did get everything set up at the Apple Store, so all my apps and everything are loaded into this device, so you will have everything set up in this video. Alright, and I did get it updated to the latest version, so everything is done. And here is my wallpaper. So I do have this Spider-Man wallpaper, which I actually saw online and it looks pretty nice, so I did go ahead and actually use this. So right away, one of the first things that I'd like to talk about with the 14 Pro that we got is going to be the always on display. So currently it is on the always on display right now. It dims the screen and then it goes down to the 1 refresh rate. So no issues there, which is really nice. I'm not sure if it's going to use too much of the battery, unlike some other devices, like some Android devices, since they don't really have the wallpaper in the back. They just have the clock and all the pixels are turned off other than those. But on the iPhone, we are still able to see the wallpaper, but it is dimmed down and it does go all the way to 1 Hertz compared to last year, which actually just went down to 10 Hertz. However, one thing I'd like to point out is that Apple is actually limiting that, and it still is on 10 Hertz minimum when you're on the main display or doing anything else that can go to 10 Hertz. It still can't bring it down to 1 Hertz other than the always on display on this device, which is probably a software issue, as the hardware is there, obviously, since we do have this always on display, but software limited. So we get this nice dynamic island again, and it is actually pretty cool. We do get some cool features, which I will actually go ahead and show off real quick. So I'm gonna go to my maps and open an address. So let's just go ahead and choose some place. And once I do that, let's go ahead and close out. As you can see, it pops up on the dynamic island. You are able to see the feet or the miles that you need to go when you are actually driving. Since I am just sitting down at home, you can't really see anything. And then also with your music players, so I do use YouTube Music, and let me go ahead and show that off real quick. So let's just try and get a song on here. Let's see, just get something random. Oops. All right, let me get something real quick. All right, so we did get a song here, and if it is playing, so I'm gonna go to get it to play. As you can see, we are able to see it on the dynamic island. We can see the sound moving, the sound waves, and then we can also get a quick image of what it actually looks like. So if you do want to, when you do click on it, it just opens up the app again, and you are just left on the app. But if you do hold down, it just brings it down slightly, which is really nice. This also works with phone calls and many other features. When you start charging your phone, you get a nice little animation right there. So a lot of cool features with the dynamic island, but is it the best thing out there? Probably not. It is hyped up right now. However, it is definitely a little useful feature and a pretty cool feature to have, I guess. So other than that, not too many upgrades with this device. So even with the 14 series, which I don't have in my hand right now, I am going to be ordering the 14 Plus. I'm just waiting on that since it's going to take a little longer. We still do get the notch on those, so not too many upgrades on those. But with the 14 Pro series, we do get the dynamic island, and then we get some camera upgrades, and we also do get the A16 Bionic. So other than that, not too much to it. More efficient chipset. Battery, we do have a 3,200 milliamp hour battery on the 14 Pro, which isn't the largest battery compared to, let's say, my S22 Plus, which has a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. However, as you guys already know, iPhones are really power efficient, so you probably won't be having too many issues there. So that is basically going to wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe, as it helps support the channel. And I will be getting more videos on the 14 Pro in the next couple of days, as this is just going to be something new, and I'll get some comparisons, some case videos. So stay tuned for all those, and see y'all in the next one.